Okay. Okay.
Another one.
We got Transformers Age of Extinction Hound in the building. Can I get a ooh-wee, please?
Ooh-wee!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Say here. Let's get right into it. Alright, so here we have A.O.E Hound in his Oshkosh medium tactical vehicle mode, which is pretty much just a military truck that's used to transport soldiers and weaponry. Now, this ain't no regular schmegula vehicle mode here, okay? This is some heavy duty stuff we got going on here. We got 6 wheels in total, Gatling gun on the side, handgun on the top, and smokestacks just behind the front windows.
Wow.
Yeah, so my boy Hound, he ain't playing no games in this mode. You feel me? Like, even if you didn't get caught by one of the guns, you might just mess around and get steamrolled if you get too close. My version of Hound is based off of the Voyager class figure, which has more of this clean siding in its vehicle mode, because there are some versions of Hound that actually have 6 Gatling guns on them in their vehicle mode, 3 on each side. But I figured if I had all of these Gatling guns, it would kind of be a waste because he doesn't have 6 hands, so most of them would just end up sitting on the side in his robot mode. So I just made one so that he can hold it in one hand, and then he's got his handgun here to hold in the other hand. Now, as for a size comparison, Hound is coming in at 8 inches long, 4 inches tall, and despite him having this massive vehicle mode here with 6 wheels, this actually might be one of the easiest Transformers I have ever built.
What?
I built Hound in about 20 hours, and the reason he was so easy is because despite him having this big vehicle mode, he's also got a really bulky robot mode, so it's really easy to transfer all of this mass over into his robot mode without there being any proportional issues.
Oh.
Like, Hound's face design and pretty much his body design is based off of his voice actor's body and face, which is John Goodman. And I don't know if you've seen this guy in any movies, but this is a pretty big dude. And he's got this intimidatingly large frame to the point where, like, if you and him were to go at it, you don't even really want to hit him, because if you hit him and he don't go down and he get his hands on you, it's over. So yeah, that's why it was easy to build Transformers Age of Extinction Hound. Let me tell you this though, the difficulty gets ramped up to 11 when we have Transformers that have bulky vehicle modes like this, but then when they get into their robot mode, they're somehow extremely slender and athletic looking, i.e. Transformers Age of Extinction Optimus Prime. Yes, when the proportions are that incongruent in between modes is when we run into all of these issues. The only thing that I slightly struggled with this build is just hiding all of the vehicle mode details in his robot mode. And it wasn't even really all of the vehicle mode details, because Hound has a couple of lights and other small things that are visible in his robot mode, but for the most part, he doesn't look like he transforms into this specific vehicle. He pretty much just looks like John Goodman if he was a robot colored green. But even though all of these little details pretty much just vanish in this guy's robot mode, I am still really satisfied with how this vehicle mode came out. I especially like this cage section here with the grille and the front lights. And you know what? Speaking of that robot mode, let's get right into it. But not before I tell you, if you're interested in having me build your favorite Lego Transformers and reviewing them on the channel here, consider becoming a Patreon. The membership link for that is in the description. And if you're interested in purchasing some instructions to some of my non-transformable builds, the link to my shop is in the description as well. Alright, so here we got Hound in his robot mode, looking all John Goodman-y. Now the first thing you'll notice is the wheels are nowhere near in the correct position. But wait, because of the additional bulk of the robot mode. The wheels being on the sides of the leg there look completely natural with this design. Coming up from the legs and taking a look at that belly, as you can see, we got some beer gut action going here. And I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt now because I took a look at Hound's robot mode again and realized this guy's actually got a bunch of details on his belly and waist area. He's got grenades and knives and a bunch of other little things just hanging off of his body that I could have gotten in there had I taken a closer look at the pictures. So -1. But you know what? It's okay, because I'ma get those details in there when I drop TLK Hound next. Alright, you know what, hold up. We not taking no more L's this video, bro. Like, even my boy Hound is looking stressed out right now. Matter of fact, let me give my mans a little light. You feel me? Like, let me give him a little light since he got the whole cigar just hanging out his mouth.
Dear God, what is this?
Cue the memes. So yeah, anyway, for those of you that don't know, Hound from Transformers Age of Extinction and The Last Night actually walks around with a cigar in his mouth that shoots bullets. And on top of that, he's got a fully detailed beard. So I said, okay, I don't know how this beard is gonna come out in Lego form, but if nothing else, I'ma make sure that this dude has the cigar in his mouth. But luckily for me, because of the way I design my head sculpts, I use a round plate to represent the inside of the mouth of my Transformers. So I just replace that piece with the bar 1L plate, which has the bar sticking out of it to represent the cigar and his mouth at the same time. This may sound crazy, but when I'm able to execute on tiny little details like that, those actually become my favorite parts of my builds. So like the goggles on Transformers Age of Extinction crosshairs, the battle mask that I designed on Bumblebee, just the little things like that are my favorite part of building and designing Lego Transformers. But anyway, back to Hound here. He is just a tad bit unstable despite him having all of this kibble around the bottom of his legs. Like, you would expect some of it to act as platforms and help him stand upright, but not really. It's just kind of sitting there on the back of the heels. The things that do help him stand up though are these guns that he's holding in his hands. He is able to stand upright without them, but there is a 30% chance he may spontaneously fall back if the wind blows too hard. But with these guns here that help pull his body forward, that possibility is 100% eliminated.
Oh!
And not only do they aid him in stability, but they also aid him in his articulation by giving him the ability to hit some super cool poses. But I think that's enough about Hound for now. If you guys are interested in checking out another one of my Transformers Age of Extinction builds, I'll leave the link to my AOE Crosshairs mock at the end of this video.